Hey everyone, welcome to this episode of Cart Crazy. I've always got companies reaching out to me wanting me to do product reviews, so today we're going to dedicate a video strictly to that. I'm Jeff. Welcome to Cart Crazy. All right, so the first one we're going to take a look at is a company called Kemimoto, and I'll post a link in the description below. You can find these on Amazon. These are actually seat covers. This is a club car precedent, and of course it's got the original tan seats. They're getting pretty dingy, a couple of holes in them on the other side. So a lot of times you'll see on this channel where I just get seat covers and I actually staple them on, and they look great when they're done. It's pretty time consuming, and they're about 3 times the money that these are, believe it or not. These I think are less than 50, and normally the sets are around, well, between 100 and 150 depending on which set you go with, and if you need front and rear, obviously. But I'm going to show you just how quick and easy we can transform this cart from the original kind of a tan or bisque, I guess, whatever color seat they call these, into something that's going to make this cart look a whole lot different. So let's dive in and see what we're working with. So rather than have the traditional staple-on covers, this has like an elastic that's going to go around. This is our backrest, or our back to the front seat, I guess. Let's get that right. And these are going to go on with just Velcro. So pretty simple. We'll just pop the two 10-millimeter bolts out of the back, and the backrest should be pretty straightforward. The bottom might take a few more minutes, but I'll show you how to do it. All right, so all we're after on this cart is those two 10-millimeter bolts. They're going to come out, and the whole back seat or backrest will come off, and we'll be able to slap this cover on. After you take the screws off, just lift up on the seat. It comes right out. I don't like cobwebs, so I'm just going to take a moment and put the shop back in them out. If you're real fussy like me, just take a microfiber cloth or a shop rag, paper towel, kind of wipe out the inside. This is all going to get recovered anyway, but it's nice to clean it out. All right, now you'll notice the seat has a real deep dish and kind of a not so deep dish on the bottom. So you're just going to line that up with the deep dish on your seat back. Seat back, I like that. That's what we're going to call it. I guess that's what it is, so it makes sense. Then it's just a matter of popping it on. Already looking great. My table's dirty, I see. There. Threw a cover on the table to help keep some of the debris off of that. Then you're just going to want to pull these tight. You can do them each individually. Obviously, makes it a lot better. The center one is probably the hardest, just because you're working against that deep dish there, which even if you're doing the staple-on ones, that's always a challenge. Wow. That looks better already. And of course, this has been in the box, so it's a little wrinkled up. Get a little sunlight on there, you can see these little creases, but after that sits out in the sun for a couple hours, it'll look a whole lot better. Now I see it's a little loose here, so let me tighten that up a little more. Probably do the same with all of them. Just give them a little bit more snug. Oh yeah, a lot better. All right, let me grab the back seat, because that one's going to be a little bit more, or the bottom cushion, I should say, that's going to be a little more entailed. So you're going to take your same 10-millimeter that you used to remove the seat back. You're going to pull your two hip restraints off, and just keep in mind, you may want to mark these right and left. They are different, driver's side and passenger side, or just make sure you leave it on the table the same. You don't want to get that goofed up because you'll have to change them. little cleanup, and we're ready to put the bottom cover on. Now you'll notice these cushions should be just a little bit different, and you'll have to maybe experiment with that. Should be able to tell the distance, like there's a longer distance here than there is here. So you can kind of see that's how the seat goes on. Put it the other way, it's still going to go on, but probably not fit real well. So just be conscious of that. All right, took a little bit to kind of work the corners over and get it just so, but let's flip it over, see what we got. Wow. Again, too, those little wrinkles should come out in the sun. I like that it's two-tone. It's got some extra stitching in there, give it a little more flair. Got some on the side. So let's put our hip restraints back on, just reverse what we just did. And basically just, like I said, reverse everything we just did, put it on the cart. It's going to change the look of this cart dramatically. Just slide it back into the slots. Boom. Look at that. Looks excellent. And then our, what did I call it before now? Backrest? Just like so. Put our two 10 millimeters back in. As I find the other one. There it is. It's a 10. Of course it's going to go missing. Oh wait, that's mainly the sockets that do that. What do you think? In about 15 minutes, we just dramatically changed the look of this cart. No more rips in the seat. Fit really, really good. And it's only going to get better as they get sat on. And like I said, sunlight, heat, they've been all folded up. So they're going to look a little wrinkly for a little while. But nice sunny day today. I'll probably stick it outside. All right, next up, we're going to do actually the exact same thing. This is the Kemimoto seat covers, and we're going to put it on an E-Z-GO this time. So very similar to the club car. We just have a couple bolts to remove back here from the backrest, and then take our handles off and put these on. This is an E-Z-GO TXT. All right, got the backrest on, pulled the bottom cushion out, and we're going to have to remove our two handles, slip the cover on, put the handles back on, and we'll be in business. All right, in just a few short minutes, we transformed the look of this cart. Of course, like I said, all these wrinkles will come out. We put this out in the sun for a little bit. This was all kind of folded up and in a box. I maybe should have done that ahead of time, but pretty easy to transform the look. You don't have to remove the hip restraints to get these on. You can actually do it without, but it works a lot better if you take them off. You can kind of stretch it over the sides a little easier. But just be aware, it's personal preference whether you want to take them off or not to be able to slip the covers on. But yeah, just like the precedent, really takes this cart to a whole different look in just a matter of about 15 or 20 minutes. All right, well, that's going to do it for this episode. I really want to thank Kemimoto for reaching out, sending some product over for us to take a look at. I'll post a couple of links in the description as well as a coupon code so you can save some extra money. Really appreciate you coming along. We'll see you next time.